Chairman, sir. At the outset, I wish to place on record the deep sense of gratitude the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Civil Aviation Minister, who have done a commendable job in repatriating stranded Indians from various countries under Vande Bharat mission, sir. Sir, if you peruse the record, the aviation sector has an annual compounded growth, CAGR, of about approximately 11.13% between 2016 and 2020, and therefore all the reforms are welcome, sir. Sir, the bill proposes to give statutory backing for DGCA and BCAS and AAIB, and it is in order to help India in its safety ranking worldwide, enabling us to get more routes in high revenue routes in the USA and other international market. This is definitely welcome, sir. However, I have a few points to be brought to the notice of the Honorable Minister and yourself, sir. The government can be commended for having increased the ecosystem in the aviation sector with more than 100 operational airports, 680 aircraft and 19 crore trips. India is the third largest in the aviation market after China and USA. Sir, the increased air activity, however, has led to near air misses, which is really a cause of concern, which I hope the Civil Aviation Minister will definitely address it. Sir, the increased cases of accidents, more particularly tabletop runways. Tabletop runways is short runways and in the hilly areas. And we have seen accidents in Mangalore and recently in Kozhikode also, sir. And this is really another cause of concern. Sir, I have few more suggestions to be made to the Honorable Minister. The convergence of defense and commercial airports, because for example, Visakhapatnam Airport, which is operated by Airport Authority of India as well as Navy together, this has therefore caused some problems in increasing the flight connectivity to the executive capital of Andhra Pradesh, sir. The bill does not specifically address such problems. So I request Honorable Minister to address these issues, sir. When civil aviation sector is deregularized, these are all the infirmities, sir. The bill increases the power of the central government, has increased control over the sector. And right from the appointment of DGCA, Director Generals of DGCA and BCS few points, sir. And AIB in framing the rules and regulations of the sector, sir. There is a centralization of power, particularly under Section 5A, 1B of the bill, even goes to the extent of giving powers to the central government to review the orders passed by these statutory authorities. Sir, one important point, sir, last point. There is a Commission of Railway Safety. This Commission of Railway Safety comes under the Civil Aviation Ministry. When the statutory powers are given to these three authorities, DGCA and other Bureau of Civil Aviation, why same statutory authority is not being given for railway safety, which comes under Civil Aviation Ministry? Civil Aviation Ministry, along with this, should have worked for further reforming the Commission of Railway Safety, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.